What is up, guys? Welcome back to Pulse Metrics. Today we are going to be doing something a little odd. Today we're going to be predicting to the 4 matches that are confirmed so far for WrestleMania 40. Now, this is only predicting just the four matches, nothing else. We'll predict the full card the day before WrestleMania, maybe 2 days before WrestleMania when we have the actual full card, but people cannot wait to see this, and so I'm going to give you guys what you want, and make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe. We are on the road to 100 subscribers, so please make sure to subscribe, and let's waste no time and get right into the product, starting with Bayley versus Iyo Sky. And I'm just going to get something really quick out of the way. Bayley has done nothing since she returned at SummerSlam 2022. You'd think 2 years and she would at least win a title, win an important match, do something, but no, she hasn't. Her own partner, Iyo Sky, has done something, and the storytelling was, okay, and there's no reason why Bayley shouldn't win this match, because Bayley is a great competitor. There's no reason, if Iyo wins, if somehow Damage Control interferes and then Bayley loses, there's no point to, why she won the Royal Rumble, because, Bayley winning the Royal Rumble was perfect. They couldn't have picked a better winner, mainly because, no one else, really deserved it but her. But her challenging Iyo was kind of out of the blue. The storytelling for this match was okay. If there had been a little more to this, instead of just overhearing them laughing about her backstage, that's okay storytelling, but fans aren't really getting too much out of that. But overall, my final prediction is there's no way that Iyo is winning. She's held the title for, a decent amount of time, but it's time for her to drop it. Bayley is winning this all day, every day, probably from the help of Dakota Kai. And then next we have Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. And I'm just gonna get something out of the way. Why Drew? It should have been Randy, but why Drew? Drew McIntyre is great and all, but nobody wants to see this match for a third time. We already saw it 3 times. Seth beat him, so shouldn't we get something else? Most people are very disappointed that it wasn't CM Punk. But if he hadn't torn his triceps, then it would have been Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at WrestleMania. Cody winning the Royal Rumble was, sure, it was okay, but everyone wanted CM Punk and him to face Seth Rollins, because let's be real, that match would have been fire. But I'm okay with Drew. I'm not flattered by it, but I'm okay with Drew. But honestly, I don't really want to see the outcome of this match a third time. No way. So my prediction is that Drew will ultimately end up winning for targeting the injured knee of Seth Rollins. It's probably going to be some sort of shenanigans there. But ultimately, I think Damian Priest will cash in the Money in the Bank contract. He only has until July. So this is going to be in April. So I think he's going to cash in and ultimately win the World Heavyweight Championship. And then now give Judgment Day a big boost. And then ultimately, it's gonna, I know I've said that word a million times, but it's gonna end up being a triple threat match between these 3, and probably Drew will win it back, because Seth Rollins, his body is starting to fail him. First it was the back, then it was the knee. He's not gonna be around for too much longer, so there's no reason why either of these guys should walk out World Heavyweight Champion. But overall, overall, Seth Rollins is a great champion, but his time is up. Neither of these guys need to win it at all. And then coming up next, we have Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. They have screwed Becky for the last time. I mean, Becky Lynch, yeah, she didn't really have an important match at WrestleMania last year. She didn't have an important match. I can't even remember when. Hers being screwed for Bianca Belair, her losing the title. I mean, she's had a long reign. I get it. But Rhea Ripley, her as champion, like, nobody could ask for a better champion. I mean, Becky Lynch, she's held the Raw Women's title for a long time, and she's had her moments. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. I mean, if Becky wins, which I don't think she will, because there's no reason why she needs to win, because she's had her moment. She's had a great career. She's the longest reigning women's champion, well, former longest reigning. She's had one of the longest reigns as a women's champion of all time. And not taking anything away from Becky Lynch, but Rhea is only 27 years old. I mean, golly, and how much she's accomplished. Whew. Man, Rhea Ripley is probably one of the best pure women's wrestlers that we have seen since Lita and Trish Stratus. I mean, these two are great competitors. But my final prediction, Rhea is going to remain on top. Mommy is going to remain on top. But I don't know. There's nothing really else to say about it. I mean, I don't know. Becky Lynch, I mean, she's getting to the peak of her career. I mean, she's almost done. So for that reason, Rhea Ripley is definitely going to win this. She's going to walk out. It's going to be a hard-hitting match, but Rhea Ripley will remain on top. And then that brings us to probably our main event, and I'm just going to ask everyone a question. I think I speak for everyone when I say, like, how much longer can people, Roman Reigns fans, like, how much longer can people tolerate this guy? I mean, you hit the 1,000 days. Can we please just move on? I mean, Roman Reigns doesn't show up that often. He can't win one single freaking match clean. The writers, I'm talking to the writers of this company. How are you not pissed about how long this has been going on? Like, how? I don't get it. I mean, they probably should have made Cody win last year. Because, I mean, this it's always ends the same way. Like, Roman like does good, then when you think the heel, babyface is about to win, ultimately Roman Reigns, the bloodline interferes and Roman Reigns spears him, pins him, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's the same outcome all the time, and everyone is sick of it. You know, the writers of WWE, like, what are we? I know you're trying to have a dominant champion, like, but what are we doing here, you know? Because, I mean, 1,000 days is way too long. And if Roman Reigns, they might as well just make him beat Bruno Sammartino's record, and no one's ever going to watch SmackDown again. I already don't watch SmackDown again. I mainly watch Raw when we actually have some fighting good champions who don't hold the title for, like, 1,000 years, you know? So ultimately, please, WWE, please, I am begging you, if you know what is good for you, please have Cody win this match. I mean, like I said, he probably should have won last year when he had so much momentum, and just imagine the story possibilities you could have had Cody had won. I mean, come on. Plus, Roman, he's getting older. Cody is the same age, but he's still a little fresh. Roman's got, I don't know. Roman seems to get worse and worse in his matches, but, I mean, people are probably going to destroy me in the comments for saying that, but I'm just speaking the truth. But please, please, please let Cody win so we can move on. I mean, I don't hate Roman Reigns at all. He was one of my favorite wrestlers at this point. I mean, well, since he won the title, I mean, there's a timeline. Roman Reigns wins the title. We're like, oh, good. I mean, okay, I can deal with this. He holds it for like 200 days. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, he's a pretty good champion. He's dominant. He wins clean. By 400 days, we're like, oh, okay. I mean, this is getting a little. I mean, okay. And then by 700 days, we're like, okay, can we move on now? I mean, this has been going on forever and ever. By 900 days, by last year's WrestleMania, like, please, can Roman lose? Please. And then by 1,000 days, we're like, please make Roman lose or I'm not watching WWE anymore. Like, that is honestly what it has come to. So, summing all of this up, please make Cody win or honestly, I'm not watching wrestling ever again. Like, it's getting so boring. Because, like, Roman doesn't even need to win. Like I said, he doesn't show up that often. I mean, his body's beginning to fail him. Like, he doesn't need to win this match at all. So, please make Cody win. Please, for the love of God. Alright, that is going to wrap it up. As you can probably tell, my voice is starting to get a little crackly. So, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe and comment down below who you think is going to win these 4 matches. Like I said, when WrestleMania gets closer, I'll do the entire card. Like, I'll do one video where I do WrestleMania Night 1 card, and then one video where I do Night 2 card. So, please stay tuned and make sure to subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.